shall believe the report of the Lord.
Yes. Yes. Hallelujah. Yes.
When you go back to the doctor,
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
I want to prophesy that the test will be a testimony. Did you hear me? When you go back to the doctor, the test will be a testimony. Sister Jolly, they're not going to have to do what they thought they was going to have to do. Because God is giving you a divine healing even as we pray. Hallelujah. Let me back up to 17, verse 15. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. Chapter 18, verse 1. I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower. I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved. Or that word means delivered from the hand of my enemies. If you believe the word of the Lord is for the people of the Lord this day, clap your hands right there and give God some praise. Be seated in his presence for a while. You're taking your seats. Declare, I have a song of victory. We have a song of victory today. We've been through hell and high water, had to deal with some stuff over these 21 days. The Lord came with a message this morning, a song of victory. David got his song not after the test, not after the trial, but David got his song in the midst of the battle. It proceeds with an inscription that states, a psalm was originally a song that was written to glorify the Lord and honor him, delivering David from King Saul. You see, during the time that David was running from Saul, he was in constant danger of death. Now he's been delivered from his enemies, and he lifts his voice in praise to the Lord God, who has given him the victory. Understand that as he is lifting up his voice, victory has not yet manifested, but he already sees it on the horizon. Victory has not yet manifested, but he's yet giving God praise because he sees it already done and performed in his life. I come by here to let you know, brothers and sisters, that you may still be looking at your dilemma, but you declare with your voice a song of victory. The song that you sing is important, and David wants us to understand that the lyrics to our songs, they reveal the intent of our heart or where our mind is. That's why it's careful. That's why you've got to be careful what you sing. You've got to be careful what you say. We talk about I'm climbing up the rough side of the mountain. No, I'm not. I'm in the midst. I'm in between blessings. I'm not broke. I'm just in between blessings. I'm not pitiful. I'm in between blessings. I'm not despondent. I'm just in between my season of right now and blessing. You have what you say. You have what you speak out of your mouth. You have the song that you sing in your heart. That's why the saints of old used to sing, even in the midst of their dilemma, that I will trust in the Lord. They didn't say nothing about what they were going through. They just declared, I'm going to trust the Lord. Not only did they say that I'm going to trust him, but I'm going to trust him till I die. Hell or high water may be my lot for just a season, but I'm going to trust him till I die. What am I trusting him for? I'm trusting him to sustain me while I'm in my battle, but I'm also trusting him to understand that he is going to get me out of this. David understood what we must understand, and that is that the Lord is on our side, and he's better than anything that I'm going through. The Lord is on our side, and he's bigger than my dilemma. He's bigger than what I'm up against. He's bigger than what I'm facing right now. My God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and glory. My God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that I can ever ask or think. Shout, I got a miracle with my name on it. Brothers and sisters, you've got to understand that the lyrics to your song are important. Yes. They give God glory and they testify about who you are in your dilemma. Can I tell you that we are not who we are in the good times? The real identifier of who we are is how we handle our bad times. You've got to learn how to exercise some integrity and still give God praise in the bad times. You've got to learn how to trust God and believe that he will do just what he says. The problem that we have here in this modernistic church is that we are not principle oriented. When God is not giving us our promise, we have proven ourselves to be lacking in integrity and character. The saints of old were who they were, come hell or high water. Whether they were on the mountaintop or in the valley, they yet maintained their integrity and their praise for God. I can remember the mothers who used to sit in that corner. They would go to dialysis and come to the house of God. Go to dialysis for 3 and 4 hours and not make any excuses. They would go to dialysis and be the loudest one praying and crying out to God. And here we are with our health and strength, just a little bit of dilemma and we're complaining. Mad because you can't sing your song. Mad because they won't let you do what you want to do. Get over yourself. We got a miracle assigned to our name. We've got a blessing assigned to this house. And ain't nobody got time to be stuck with you. God is on his way back. And I need my blessing. Somebody shout, I need my blessing. We've got to understand, brothers and sisters, that the sweetest song comes out of tribulation. Hallelujah. Some of the greatest songs that we've ever heard penned or heard sung came out of the battle, came out of struggle. I heard Richard Smallwood say one time that he was penning the words to a song. He was depressed and at his wit's end. Today we sing, Lord, I'll lift up my eyes unto the hill. But that song came out of a desperate situation. Brothers, can I tell you that your situation is not too bad to roll over and die. It's just God getting ready to prove who he is when we can't be what we need to be at that time. Can I tell you, all dilemma is an opportunity for God to prove who he is when we don't have the resources to be what we are needing to be at the appropriate time. God gives us grace not just to preach and sing and come to church, but he gives us grace and anointing to suffer for the cause of Christ. Can I tell you that you will not die in your dilemma? The Lord said deliverance is yours, healing is yours, the blessing is yours, but the pathway is abasement. The dilemma is not yours, deliverance is yours, healing is yours, deliverance is yours, miracles are yours, blessings are yours, but the path is suffering. Deliverance is yours, healing is yours, miracles are yours, breakthroughs are yours, but the pathway is some lonely times. Now let me correct that. There's some times when you're by yourself. There's a difference between being by yourself and being alone. Being by yourself has to deal with posture. It has to deal with position. Being alone means that you are without hope. You have no God to walk with you, no God to journey with you, no God to sustain you. David wants us to understand that even when I'm in the valley, I may be by myself, but I'm not alone. My God is with me. He's a very present help in the time of trouble. I got a miracle, and I'm going to sing my song. I need you to understand, brothers and sisters, there's some purpose behind the pain that you're suffering right now. There's a plan. We've got to strategize and make it known to the world that I take Jesus for mine. Yeah. David's song was, you can have the whole wide world. I've been through enough with my Savior, and I'm not walking out on him now. He's been too good to me, and I'm not going to turn my back on him now. A song, David's song was, I made a vow to the Lord, and I won't take it back. We make vows and then throw in the towel. Make vows and then make excuses. Make vows and then look at what everybody else is doing and say if they're not going to do it, then neither am I. But can I tell you that God is not holding us to the same standard as he's holding your next door neighbor. They may not have been exposed to God the way you were. They may not have heard or been exposed to the prayer ministry that you've been exposed to. We've got to come a little bit higher and sing your song. I know you're going through right now, but look at your neighbor and tell them, sing your song. Sing your song, girl, man. Sing your song. That if I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battle, victory, victory shall be mine. Sing your song that says, Jesus is mine. Jesus is mine everywhere I go. Everywhere I be, Jesus is mine. Sing your song, sing your song. Your song that says, I need thee, oh how I need thee. Oh, every hour I need thee. Bless me, God. Enlarge my territory. When you sing a song, you don't have time to think about the problem. When you sing a song, you don't have time to think about what they said that hurt you. Get you a song so that victory shall follow you all the days of your life. David sang his song knowing that the mind goes where the heart goes. If you feel like everybody's laughing at you, it'll give you enough reason to quit. But when you feel like Jesus is helping you, Even when I'm in the fire, I feel Jesus. Even when I'm experiencing the flood in my life, I feel Jesus stretching me and stretching out in me. And there is a miracle with my name on it. Clap your hands right there and give God praise, for there's a blessing that is on your life. The psalmist had a plan. At the very beginning, the psalmist makes two great and profound declarations. First, he declares his love for the Lord. We've got to, even in the midst of battle, declare that I still love the Lord. They've got to see us still loving God and appreciating his sovereignty when he's not exercising his power. David understood what we must come to realize, brothers and sisters, that even when his power is not working for us right now, his sovereignty never sleeps on us. The sovereignty, the understanding, the all-knowingness of God is never sleep on us. Go ahead and go through what it is that you have to face in this life, because sovereignty and power will soon meet. Sovereignty and authority will soon meet if you can yet just hold on to your praise. Find one reason, and that he's God. That's enough for me to give you glory. Just because you're God, that's enough for me to lift up your name. Just because you're God, it don't have nothing to do with what you've done for me. It's just about who you've been to me. You've been my all in all, and I'll give you the glory. You've been my everything, and that's enough for me to give you the praise. And 2,000 years ago you died on the cross for me. That's enough to give you praise. Me in and of myself, I had no right to Jesus, had no right to the Father, but the Bible says he laid down his life just for you and I. That's enough for me to give God the praise. David understood what we must come to understand, that if you think about it long enough, you'll find a reason to give God the praise. If you think about your life long enough, you'll find a testimony in there somewhere. You may not be all that you want to be in your life right now, but there's something that you can give God praise for. If he sustained you, you ought to praise him. If he gave you victory then, he'll give you the victory now. You ought to praise him. When you should have lost your mind, the sustaining hand of the Lord, it kept you. I give you the glory. When they should have thrown away the key and locked the door, God said, give them another chance. That's enough to give God some praise. And if you praise him for what he's done, what he's about to do will blow your mind. Come on, shout, I got a miracle. A sign to my house. Brothers and sisters, we understand that his agenda was to love the Lord, to be in fellowship. The word love here means to be in fellowship. It means to have an encounter with God like never before. I admonish you that when you come into the house of God, that it's not a time to flex your muscles and show who you are, but we are here to have an encounter with the Lord. There's some things that are coming upon us that demand that God be activated in our lives. If God is not in our lives, we're not going to make it from here to there. Can I tell you, David wants us to understand that you won't give me praise. Stay here long enough and give me adoration. Stay here long enough and tell him my goodness. And your praise is going to get you there. Your praise is going to get you to the next level. He said in his word, he said, David said, I will love thee, O Lord. Notice here in our text, my, which means a personal pronoun, is used 9 times in 3 short verses. 3 short verses. He wants everybody to understand who the Lord is. But he does not talk about his sovereignty. He does not talk about his authority. He just says, he's mine. What he's saying is, this is my God, and I'm committed to him until the day I die. Whatever happens in my life, he's mine. Brothers and sisters, I don't care what happens in your life. Don't you let go of the Lord's unchanging hand. The saints of old used to sing the song, take the Lord along with you. Everywhere you go. Then they would go on to say, you're going to need them. You're going to need them. Everywhere you go. If we've ever needed the Lord, we need him now. And we need to return back to calling him my God. We talk about him for what he does. But David says he's mine despite all of that. Without any of those adjectives, he's still mine. Without calling him buckler and shield. The first thing he wants us to understand is that he is mine. Can I tell you, when we claim to be God and when we claim him as our God, there's a blessing that will overtake our lives. What we have here is people who accept and receive him, acknowledge him in the house of God, but they won't call him mine in the marketplace. You won't call him mine in the grocery store. You don't give him credit for being God when you're at the bank. David said he's mine, mine, mine. He was like a child, mine. God is mine. David wants us to get as excited about our God as we get as excited about the blessings that come from his hand. Get as excited about being in the presence of God as you do about a new house and a new car. Get as excited about being in the presence of God as you do about getting a promotion and getting a raise. We got this thing all twisted and all messed up and have forgot about who God is. But David calls us to understand that before he will be anything else, he has to be mine. Before he will be my healer, just make him yours. Before he's your battle axe, just say that he's yours. Aside from that, just because he's God, just because he's the great I am, just because he has all power, is enough for me to claim him as mine. I want you to understand, brothers and sisters, don't lose your song, or you will go crazy out here in these streets. They talk about it's hard out here for a player, but I need you to understand, David said it's hard out here trying to be a saint, trying to do all I know how to do, trying to honor God and hold my peace. But David said, get you a song that when you can't say a word, a song will express the sentiments of your heart. You can't argue back at everything. Sometimes you just got to get you a song that says, I know the Lord will make a way somehow. Sometimes you can't answer back everything that comes for you, but you got to get you a song that says Jesus will fix it. Yes, he will. Get you a song that says the Lord is my strength and my redeemer. Get you a song that says the joy of the Lord is my strength. God wants to be our strength, but he's looking for somebody with a plan. You got to strategize to have the victory in your life. Get you a song that speaks to the perplexities of your mind. Get you a song that says victory belongs to you. Get you a song that says again I will rejoice. Get you a song that says Jesus getting us ready for the great day. Don't lose your song or you gonna go crazy. Learn to sing the right song. Scientific study shows that music stimulates the brain. It sets the tone for the atmosphere. Music has the ability to heal. Sing the right song. Music, a song gives wings to your mind. What you sing about is where you gonna go. What you sing about is where your body gonna go. That's why music and what we play at the house is so important. It helps us to forgive or give us an excuse to be vengeful. It helps us to forgive or gives us an excuse or a crutch to hold it over our head. Can I tell you, get you a song that gives God the glory. Get you a song that brings stability to your mind. God is our stability. Not only is he our stability, but he is our safety. David says God is like a fortress. He is around me, covering me, protecting me in the midst of the lay and denial, in the midst of the dilemma. I need to tell you, brothers and sisters, to give you a song that reminds you not of the problem, but who God is. Get you a song that testifies of his greatness. Sing you a new song. It's time for a new song. A song of victory. A song of healing. A song of expectancy. That the Lord will make a way somehow. I don't know how he's going to do it, but what I do know is that the Lord is going to come through for me. When will it come through? Every time. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Give God glory. Look at your neighbor, tell him, give you a song. A song that says, blessed be the name of the Lord. Get you a song that says, for God I live, and for God I die. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Get you a song that decrees and declares the rightness and the righteousness of our God. Get you a song that declares you are a healer. Get you a song that declares way fortress, but God is a shield. I know that the enemy is coming after you from every direction, but the Lord is our shield. Time you get one thing settled, something else breaks out over here. Time you deal with that, then they get to acting crazy over there. But look at your neighbor, tell them, neighbor, I don't care what happens. The Lord says a miracle is a sign to your house. You ought to give God praise because He sustained you in the heat of the fire, in the heat of the battle. The Lord is orchestrating some things out for us. I'm reminded of a little church in Kansas. They had an explosion on the same night that there was supposed to be choir rehearsal. God in His sovereignty and His all-knowingness fixed it so there were hindrances to getting to the church house. Can I tell you that every hindrance is not bad? Sometimes God puts hindrances in our way to block the hand of the enemy. He puts hindrances in our way because if He knew that we had made it to the destination, it would have killed us. David declared what we must declare. But I thank God for every trial I face. Not only am I thankful for it, I understand that it was good for me. I need to tell you, brothers and sisters, that there are some things that you're going through right now. It don't seem good right now. But I come by here to tell you that it's working for your good. The enemy was going to destroy you with it. But God turned it around. But God turned it around. You keep being God. When I'm in the valley, be God. In the storm, be God. In the midst of my heartache, be God. When I'm struggling, be God. going out like this. He said in his word, I wish above all that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers in the Lord. There is a healing balm in this house on this morning. This 21 days is getting us a fresh start. It's not over. Come on, you need to shout it out. It's not over.
It's not over.
No, you need to make a declaration in this house that it's not over. Until I win. God is our supply. But there's a level of commitment that David gave that demanded he be overshadowed with the blessings of the Lord. Even when he did not have all of the resources, David always gave it his all. Whatever David was into, he gave it his all. We are one commitment away from a new day. You're saying, I don't have all the money that I need. God said, let me be your supply. Some of you, God is giving you a vision to be a blessing to the people of God. And you're still vacillating back and forth with, Lord, how is it going to come to pass? David wants us to understand that if we will take a step, God will put the pieces together for us. Don't know how, don't know where, don't know when. But I know that they'll be put together. What I do know is that if you don't make this start, ain't nothing gonna change. If you don't make this commitment, you'll be a whole year talking about what you're gonna do. This 21 days has been about preparing us to be trailblazers. Do I have any trendsetters in the house? Y'all don't even sound like you